Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, and it's Wednesday 7th of December, with how many days to go to Christmas? I guess that's 18 days till Christmas Day. Wow, that's come around very quickly, isn't it? And the weather looks like it's not going to deliver too many Christmas presents to us over the next few days. Things are looking decidedly unsettled. First of all, thanks to all of you for supporting the site here. Please tell your friends about it. It's all kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the site. So if you see an advert you like, click on it here, go through to the advertiser. It generates revenue for us, and also it shows the sponsors that you like the site too. So thanks to those of you who've been doing that. This is the shot this morning from the top of the Long Mynd in Shropshire, from the Midland Gliding Club, incidentally. So this is on top of the Long Mynd, looking out towards Wales, and look at that, these clouds scudding across. Looks like some showers there as well. Quite a cold and no doubt a very, very windy morning up there on top of the Long Mynd. This is the view from the Ben Nevis camera, looking up at Ben Nevis, and you see here now a real covering of snow look across the mountain range up there in Scotland. And this is the view from Stickle Barn in Cumbria, and it's Langdale Webb this site is from. You can see here the snow line retreated a little bit from what it was yesterday. Yesterday there was a covering at low levels too, but this now has retreated back a little bit, although I expect that to be way lower by the time we get through to the close of play on Thursday. So more about Thursday's winds and snow in just a moment. Let's take a look at this one first of all. These are the 7 to 10 day means from the ECMWF and the GFS. It's the 500 millibar heights. You're familiar with these now, or many of you who've watched are familiar with them already. ECMWF on the left, we've got the GFS out here on the right, and these charts are valid from today, so from Wednesday, and end a week on Saturday, and it's the means of the values during that time. And you can see here how the heights on both the ECMWF and the GFS are below normal across much of the country, and above normal down towards the south. You see that jet stream screaming across the Atlantic still at the end of next week. The focus for it is down here though, across more central and southern parts of the country, and the GFS backing that up as well. So that's indicating that most of the development is going to be just north of this. So any lows that come across that get hooked up by this jet will be blown across Ireland, probably focused across southern Scotland, northern England. So it's going to be England, Wales and Ireland that take the brunt of the strongest winds during the coming week. Now this jet will be drifting north and south, but generally that position for the jet is quite a cool one for most of us. So we're going to be seeing temperatures at or just below normal, and that means that at times Scotland, northern England, Ireland are going to be going into snow, perhaps a little bit at low levels too, and certainly the hills of the Midlands and Wales and perhaps even southern England seeing some snow from time to time should that jet stream get further south. But basically it means we've got low pressure pounding in time and again off the Atlantic, bringing fronts and also bringing showers behind those fronts, together with some very, very strong winds. So how do we look then through the charts? This is I'm going to take you through the charts. Just want to point something out to you quite interesting. This is from the GFS. This is the ensemble from the GFS model. So this takes lots of different runs of the GFS, runs them forward, and then gives you output dependent on them. What I want to point out to you is, notice the similarities in this pattern. Here's the forecast for midday tomorrow. Look, we've got a ridge here, higher than normal heights here, we've got a ridge here, and we've got a ridge here, with a trough here, low than normal heights, trough here, and also a trough in here. Now, that's for Thursday. Let me just take that forward look to, well, this is 21st of December, and look, ridge, 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 trough, trough, trough. So very, very similar conditions right the way through to the end of the model, and in fact that's 384 hours, and excuse me, still very, very similar in what it's trying to show. Although what it does hint at, this is the 23rd, what it is hinting at is this build of pressure look down to the south. Now one of my concerns is that my build of pressure that I said has been on the cards for around the 15th now is not showing up anywhere on the models, and I must admit that's a bit of a concern, but I have to say I'm not overly convinced that these models have really got things perfectly cracked just at the moment. Okay, so let's think about tomorrow's monster storm that's coming through then and give you some details on that. This is the rain and snow chart from Weather Online. Blue is where it's raining, pink is where it predicts there to be snow. Time of the chart is here, look, top left hand corner. So This is this evening, Wheat Ridge going through us during the course of this evening. But look out towards the west here. Here's that area of low pressure coming in. This is midday tomorrow. You'll notice that we've got rain across much of the country, heaviest across Scotland, Western Ireland, bits and pieces of snow being picked up across Scotland. Now, through the course of tomorrow evening, that low then tracks across northern Scotland. These are storm force winds. We're talking winds gusting 90 miles an hour across Scotland, 80 miles an hour for northern England, 70 miles an hour in Northern Ireland, and probably getting up nearer the 60 or 70 miles an hour through Wales and southern England. Now what this shows is, excuse me, is the snow coming in, look, on the back edge of that low as it clears eastwards. Now I did originally think that we'd see some snow on the back edge of it as the cold front cleared away from northwest England, North Wales and the Midlands. I now think that's probably not going to happen. I don't think the cold air is going to reach the back of that cold front in sufficient time. So I do think we'll get snow showers by the midnight across Scotland, northwest England, northern Wales, and probably a long spell of blizzards through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening over the Scottish Highlands and the Grampians. But elsewhere, I think, probably escaping the worst of it, although still the risk of blizzards across the Pennines. Now, the reason for that cold air not coming in is that the 850 temperature is revealing that cold air not coming in, and 850 millibars is about 5,000 feet. So look at these temperatures from Weather Online. This is this morning, so this is Wednesday morning. You see here it's generally -4s, -5s. Now, watch what happens as I run this sequence through. This is the height you have to look at, people, in order to look at what the snow is going to do. Now watch through tomorrow what happens. Look, the temperatures come up as the warm front comes eastward. See, we've got 0s, -1s. Now watch what happens. There's that low, look. Even at 850 you can see it tracking across northern Scotland. Now watch the temperatures fall behind it. Here we go, look, -4s, -5s, -4s across northern England and the Midlands by tomorrow evening. But then as we go through into tomorrow night, look, -7s, -8s, -6s coming down straight across the country. Remember, this is at 5,000 feet, it's high up in the atmosphere, but it just shows how cold it's going to go. -9s, -8s through Scotland. These are the blizzard conditions up here. -6s across much of northern England, Ireland, -5s through the Midlands, southwest England, only the far southeast escaping it by Friday morning. And then we start to see things just starting to go even colder as we get through in towards Friday morning. Look, everywhere then becomes in this -5 range. So what's that showing us is that the cold air does come in, but it's not right up against the back of that cold front, which is why I now think that that tomorrow probably won't bring snow at low levels as I first expected. However, on Friday, through the area of western Scotland, down through northwest England, into North Wales and the northwest Midlands, we could find some snow showers setting themselves up there and becoming persistent through the day. If that happens, those areas are prone to get perhaps a centimetre or two of lying snow, even at low levels, during the course of Friday. And we wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. So the alert is out for northwest England, northwest parts of the Midlands, North Wales, Northern Ireland, certainly for this risk of lying snow some point during Friday, and certainly there'll be snow lying across, or even more snow lying across northern and western parts of Scotland. Okay, I've rabbited on enough, so I'm going to leave you with that for now. Once again, thanks for supporting the site. Do look at the adverts around it. I'm going to keep you up to date throughout the day, through the Twitter feeds, through Facebook as well. So if you're not on there yet, get yourself signed up. I'll be updating on there frequently. And thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining.